There we go. Stick you guys in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's 12 o'clock by my watch, so hopefully that's me up and running on YouTube. Hello again, everybody. I'm back, hence the title. Right, what we're doing this time. Well, can I just say a big thank you to Wayne to start off with. That is his first YouTube. It's his first live. No pressure doing it on the crafty. No pressure at all, and he did absolutely brilliant. I love Wayne's miniature stuff. I think they're great. So, seeing as how he's done miniatures, I thought I'd do the same. No, I'm not. No, I'm doing something. I'm not doing miniatures at all. And somebody's just messaged me about something. I'll be back in a minute. My spelling's atrocious at the moment. Anyway, that was somebody else coming into Earworm. At the moment, we've got JP 1800 BST back
I'm
in
making a
again.
habit of this, isn't I?
And we've got Di and Making a Better Life.
Just Hi guys.
As well. I'm expecting. Just got a message from Kez from Spirit and Bear, so she may well be coming in as well. Let's just get me YouTube chat up. Stick the change camera. Stick you guys in the background. And this is what we're doing today. I've got a piece of elm on the lathe at the moment, which was donated by Dale. He gave a few blanks away to people, seeing as how he's moving and didn't want to carry the stuff up north. So when I see he gave a few blanks away, I actually go in the workshop first. So
I was the last one in there, so I ended up with the most. And I sneaked his bandsaw out, but don't tell him, he ain't noticed yet.
All right, okay. Right.
What was that, Jamie? Who sneaked his bandsaw out?
Sorry, carried his bandsaw out. I watched.
Delegated.
So I'm up running at around about 950 with this. I've got it fastened in the chuck just on a mortise, like I usually do. I'll try and keep an eye to see if Kez comes in or not.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on the chat just to make sure when she's in. Do you want to run through the people in the chat, Di?
I can do, mate. Yeah. So I'll just put that out. We've got Amy DeAngelis, who's just baked a really lovely looking cake, annoyingly, because I'm hungry. We've got Chris Dodds, CJ's Hobbies, some fella called Di Prout. We've got Jeff S, Jennifer's Craft and Creation, Nick Castle, Ralph Horn, Steve Ellis, Terry Bartlett, Rich the Beard 16, Wood Wizardry by Colin, and I think so far, Ralph Horn, have I mentioned you? I think that's it for now.
So, hello,
Kez, you alright?
Yeah.
So, Rich is actually on tonight at 7 PM UK time.
So 60's just gone in?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. There's still a bit of wax left on there, but I'll get rid of that when I do the shaping of the bowl.
Nice.
Wee bit of burry bit. Well, it's more of a cracker really, with a bit of stuff going on around it. That should look nice. I'll just face off the bottom of this.
So once again, right from the very, very start, if anyone's got any questions for Wayne, just all prefix it with "All hail the Wood Jedi." CJ wants to know, Wayne, are you going to be trading a pie for one of your lathes for my mum?
Oh no, God, my, that would have to be two pies.
Don't tell her that.
Hi, Jamie.
Sorry?
I've heard good things about your mum's pies.
I know, I'll have to get you one. I'll have to get you and Phil one. I'll have to get one each.
I've still got one in the freezer.
Yeah.
Is that the stolen one?
No, that was the one that Sini gave me.
Ah.
I never stole it at all. It's not my fault if people turn up somewhere and somebody brings them pies and they go home without them. That's got nothing to do with me.
It's not your fault at all, mate.
These pies cost me a blooming fortune. Because it's all proper steak. And I'm the one that's got to buy the meat.
Matt, say hi, Matt.
Hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Amy says that's an awesome chunk of wood.
Cheers, Amy. Right, I'm making this mortar a little bit deeper than usual. Mainly because I forgot to I just faced it off straight. I didn't go in very much, so that needs a sharpen.
You got to sharpen that, Wayne.
Yeah, so I'll use something else. Now I'll just take that in a little bit.
Right, so let's quickly go over. So at the moment, Wayne, you've got 40 people watching. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up, people. So down in the description, you've got a link to the Virtual Crafty playlist, and you've also got a link to Wayne's Buy Me a Coffee, which is actually buy him a wine, which is actually buy him all the electrics and all that kind of good stuff to keep the channel running. So yeah, if you fancy supporting Wayne and everything he does on the YouTubes, go and click that link. So just to give everybody a quick running list of who's been on and who's coming up. So Wayne's been on, and Wayne's been on, and Wayne's been on.
That's great.
So yeah, we've had Wayne the Woodturner who started off the show. Wayne, you've accidentally clicked one of your buttons, mate. There we go. You're back. You actually it went to the StreamYard for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know
I don't know. Kez had dropped out, so I just brought it back in.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I tried to plug my headphones in, and it just took the circuit thing.
Okay, so we kicked off the show with Wayne the Woodturner at 10 o'clock. Then Wayne Big Feet went on at 11, and then due to unforeseen circumstances, Sneaks had to pull out. So Wayne is now filling in for him at 12. So up next we have Scott over at the Blue Light Turner. Then we have Al Tack Shack doing Al Tack Shack things. And then we have Heidi Jacobs over at Whitehall Pottery. And then we have James at Mortal Make. And then we have Steve over at SK Crafts at 5 PM. At 6 PM we have myself. At 7 PM we have Rich the Beard Time 16. At 8 PM we have Tim from the Urban Forge. At 9 PM we have Nick the Flaming Turner. At 10 PM we have Andy from AH Bespoke. At 11 PM we have Tyler Kuturik from Jack Bench Woodworking. At 12 PM or midnight UK time we have Jake Thompson doing resin casting and resin casting accessories. And finishing up the show we have Cole Jacobson at 1 AM until 2 AM.
Resin casting and resin casting accessories.
Exactly.
Fantastic. So Wayne, Amy's got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything different you have to do with such a big chunk of wood for safety, etc.?
For safety, what a lot of people do now, I'm pretty confident in the holding capacity of my chuck, but what a lot of people do is that they will actually bring the tailstock up while they're getting a lot of the shape done on the outside, and they might even, when it's flipped round, they might even use the tailstock initially to start clearing some of the bulk of the wood out. Sharp tools, obviously sharp tools, and work at the speed that you're comfortable with.
And speed is not always your friend.
Not always.
We've got another question from Terry Hopper.
Yep.
He wants to know, will Wayne finish this by 1/2
Right, okay. Wayne, slow down.
Talking.
You're just making up an hour now, Wayne. aren't you?
Slow down, talk more. Slow down,
Yeah.
talk more.
So I've actually got a question for you, Wayne. Right? Is this true or is this a myth? Right? Let's say, for argument's sake, you've got a big piece of wood on there. Right? Are jaws of a chuck rated to a certain weight?
Not necessarily a certain weight, a certain size, yes. Now, if I was, say I was doing, right, the jaws that I've got on at the moment, they're the C jaws from Axminster. It's an Axminster chuck I've got. If I was to be turning, let's say, a 16-inch bowl on this lathe that was 6 inches deep, I'd probably use a bigger set of jaws on that.
Yeah.
The jaws I've got on here, the C jaws, I use for 90% of my work, I would say. And these are 70mm expansion mode. I can't remember what the tenon size is for them, but the 70mm expansion mode. And I find that they work for the majority of stuff. Even if I'm doing a 16-inch, let's say by 2-3 inch, I'll still use the C jaws. When I move on to the VB, and that's anything over 16-inch, I've got a bigger set of jaws on the chuck on the VB. But I use these. The thing is with jaws, if you get the size of the mortise right, the jaws on any type of chuck, the jaws are exceptional and they'll really hold. What a lot of people do is that they get the mortise the wrong size.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to have the mortise bigger than what is recommended.
And that's how you slow him down. So Scott the Blue Light Turners in. He is up next. So you can follow the running playlist over at virtuallycrafty.com, where it will take you to each person's live as they go live.
I'm going to put a little bit more shape into this.
Wayne, could you just pop us to overhead so I can see?
Yeah.
We can see a bit more tool action there, maybe.
There you go. Now, what I'm doing here is something that you're not supposed to do. I'm actually going downhill on a ball blank. Now, on a ball blank, the grain is running that way on a bowl blank. Okay. So when certainly on the outside of the bowl, if you're cutting downhill, you're actually cutting into the grain, which means that you can get a lot of tear out, which is why on the outside of a bowl, you tend to go from the center towards the outside rather than outside towards the center. Just want to clean that foot up a bit. It's a bit raggedy. But as long as you've got sharp tools, you can still go downhill. I think I'll put a little bead on this. That mark there, I don't know if you can see that dark mark there. That's where the heel. Yeah, that's where the heel of the gouge, that part there. That's where the heel of the gouge is actually been going onto the wood. Right, and easy to get rid of that. Very light cut, and that's that gone. There we go. And what I'll do, I'll put some texture on this as well. Just a couple of lines in here. And maybe a couple.
Was that a chatter tool there?
No, that's one of my
Oh, it's
cheapo carbides. No, for doing the texturing, I'll just use my Robert Sorby texturing tool again. Move the tool rest out. And what you do when you're using the texturing tool, have the speed at around about 500. That's probably the best speed to have. Yeah.
Chris Dodds has got a question. He said, if a tree falls in a forest and Wayne is not there, does it make a noise?
It doesn't matter if I'm not there or not. I still hear it fall.
Yeah.
and then it'll become a bowl.
And you have the texturing tool. You have horizontal, okay, and working at 90 degrees to where you're going in, not over like this.
Woodwork Learner has got a question. He says, Wayne, what tools did you use when you invented lathes?
It was very, very difficult, to tell you the truth. Working with bronze, it's not the best thing to use for wood turning tools.
You see, back in them days, they were eating a lot of protein and little bones, and they had more calcium, so you could just put an edge on your fingernail and turn with that.
Yeah.
That's where the fingernail grind come from.
Exactly.
Yep, nice bit of detail there. That's grand.
Benjamin says, if everyone cancels, does Wayne have to fill in all day?
It's not quite like that. I don't think. It's more that we don't have to tie Wayne back away from the lathe as often.
Do a quick sand. Now, elm is quite an open-grained wood, so it does take embellishing wax really well. I'm not going to use any today, but it does take it very well.
Rex B's got a question, Wayne.
Yeah.
She wants to know, has your wife seen a piece of wood that you've bought in and asked you to make something out of it because it's colourful, or she just likes it?
No. I can't say that she has.
No? So you choose the wood.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't tend to buy a lot of wood. I certainly don't buy bowl blanks. I prefer, if I am buying wood, I'll buy it in plank form from a sawmill. But I have got a contact now where the guy has said, just come along when you like with your chainsaw and cut what you want and take it away. And that basically cost me a 6-pack every once in a while.
Nothing wrong with that.
In fact, there was a woman from around this area on Facebook Marketplace the other week who just had a huge monkey puzzle tree brought down. And basically she said it's free to anybody that wants it.
Nice.
So I got, how much did I get? I got 3 or 4 rings of it, and it is massive.
Nice.
You'll see that when you come up. Yep.
The question says, Wayne, would you say your skills are still improving even now, or have you reached your peak and you might actually be getting worse?
No, my skills are still improving. That's the thing about wood turning. You don't tend to take a backward step unless you actually stop turning for quite a long time.
I think that's with everything, though, isn't it? You're still learning as you go. Every day is a learning day, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It's actually
you can't lose muscle memory, didn't you?
You lose muscle memory. Now, what a lot of people don't do, I've got to say it, I'm included in this, is that they don't take enough one-to-one lessons. Now, all of the professional turners that I know, even though they're professionals, they still go and pay for tuition. Because there's certain aspects. I mean, not everybody knows everything about wood turning, you know, and there's certain aspects that that people might want to try that they've never tried before. Ed Oliver, I don't know how much tuition he's actually done with other people, but it's loads that he's done. Even after he became a professional, he is still taking lessons from other people.
Yeah, because I mean, other people may find an easier way of doing things, and you know,
exactly,
no two minds are the same, and everybody thinks in different ways. So everybody can learn, you know, from other people, even if it's just little hacks and tricks and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to sing it this time, Di?
No, it's Kez's turn, surely.
What?
You got to sing the Yorkshire Grit song.
I don't even know
the words.
I don't know.
You don't know it?
Come on, teach it to me, guys. Teach it to me.
With hands that feel pity, can be soft as your face. With light brown Yorkshire Gritty.
Awesome. Don't expect me to remember it.
LeBarry's in.
Hi, Baz.
Hey,
No
Baz.
Bernie. Sorry, Barry. No Bernie.
I wanted to do some Bernie on the little Clasperoni's pizza the other day, Barry, but he wouldn't let me. He said, "I don't burn my pizza." I said, "Obviously, you never tried one then."
Cheeky sod.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturner's in.
Hiya, Mark.
He said he's
Hello.
finished driving now.
I think he must have been travelling to Kim's.
We needed Mark in here to sing that song. He's got a much better singing voice than me.
And me. Must get new strings for the guitar though.
Really?
Well, we were working on the microphone song, weren't we, for a bit?
We were, yeah.
Well, tell you the truth, Jane's got
Microphone.
about 1,000 used ones. So she used them for her jewellery.
Well, I tell you what, she can have these when they come off this. Definitely need some new ones.
Amy's got it right.
Right, let's have a look at that. See if that needs. It does needs a brush off.
We should put the lyrics on a T-shirt.
Yeah. In mirror language, so those of us that forget the words can check them out.
Yeah. You stand in front of a mirror and sing it to yourself.
Yeah. Just practice all day.
Barry asked what happened to Sneaks. Sneaks couldn't make it.
Sneaks couldn't make it. He was having some issues.
Few tech issues. Let's just leave it there.
Yep.
Ben asking me to play some Dream Theater. No, it's more, I play music like Wayne has on his videos, to be fair. That's kind of my pace.
Notice, Jimmy, he didn't say like you play.
I can't. We'll have to get Glyn to set up a Yorkshire Grit store of different funny T-shirts.
Yeah.
That way, the money can go back into Yorkshire Grit then.
The only thing about using paper towel on texturing or pieces that have got voids in and things is that the paper towel does tend to get ripped off and held in the cracks and everything.
That's why you
So
got
all-
brushy and blowy.
That's why you've got brushy and blowy.
You can't beat a good brushy.
No. Brushy can beat you, though.
That's true.
Brian over at Hartwood Turning is in. Hello, Brian.
Hiya, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
How we doing on
Radar's
time?
in as well. We are 28 minutes in, mate.
Oh, crap. Right, so I'll just, hang on, let's see how that's running. Fine.
I do like that shape.
Need a bit more off there.
Mark Shortland's in.
Hey, Mark.
All right. Jenny got you working hard then, pal.
Benjamin said
No,
Glyn should have a T-shirt. Go on.
I was going to say he's probably just up because he's got work tonight, but it's Saturday, so I don't know if he works at weekends.
No, he's got, I think they said earlier he's got a couple of days off. Benjamin saying Green should have a t-shirt that says 100 uses for Yorkshire Grit, and then a massive list below it, small bowls, big bowls, square bowls, shallow bowls, wing bowls, bowl-shaped bowls, etc.
Headlamps,
Headlamps.
metal.
Shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes.
Flat work as well. It can be used on flat work as well.
Yeah.
Potato.
Metal, headlight, resin. They're my magic grit. Lindsay Gardner's here. She said 2 sessions from the master. Is this what the Olympic sport is? An easy gold medal for Wayne the Woodturner.
That's a hymn, by the way, Lindsay.
He's messing up his time because he finished half an hour early.
Amy says she's loving the Olympics. She's a big sports person. Woodwork learner says Brasso leaves a good finish on wood.
I've never tried that.
I've never tried that.
Me neither.
Change over gouges. That one's getting a bit blunt. I'll probably
I
come
used to
back
be
to
a
it to start with.
Amy says, Woodwork learner, I remember using Brasso and polishing lots of things with my nan. Good times.
Yeah.
I remember polishing the old Boys Brigade belt with Brasso.
You Boys Brigade as well, yeah. I used to polish my brasses.
You got 51 watching, Wayne.
Excellent.
Don't forget
everybody. There you go.
Sorry, Jamie.
No, go on, you go for it.
I'm just saying, don't forget to give Wayne a like and subscribe and hit that bell there. Because he is the master.
So once again, everybody, up next we've got Scott the Blue Light Turner, and then up after that we've got Al's Hat Shack. Then we've got Heidi Jacobs of Whitehall Pottery. Then we've got James over at Morton Make. Then we have Steve over at SK Crafts, and then myself. Then Rich the Beard times 16. Then we have Tim over at Urban Forge. Then we have Nick Gaming Turner. Then Andy from AH Stroke. Then we have Charlie Kachurik. Then Jake Thompson. And then finishing up the show, we have Mr. Cole Jacobson.
Just want to move my tool rest in so it's closer to the work.
TJ says, unless Wayne finishes the show.
Now that'd be an interesting one at that time.
Yeah. I think he might be asleep at that time.
CJ's Hobbies says, usually, Jamie, you start this show.
Well, what we did this time, seeing as how Jamie has started every one, the last 5, basically I thought it was a bit unfair because he's not getting highlighted as much. So I said to Jamie the other week, how about, because I've just about always had a good slot on the virtual crafty. So I said to Jamie, how about if we swap over and I'll start the show, and that means you can come in, you know, at a better time slot to try and pick the viewers up, because it's usually around about 6-7 o'clock when a lot of the Americans come in. We tend to get a lot of Aussies in the morning, and then a lot of Americans in the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to pick it up as well.
Thrifty VG is in.
Oh yeah. was the time,
Two-
guys?
22
41
away.
minutes.
You're taking considerably more delicate cuts there than on the speed challenge,
Yeah.
where you turned off like a half-inch nub in one cut.
There will be another speed challenge coming up. Which will be me and Jamie. Get some more out of that. And Jamie's going to be using his carbides. And I'm going to be using my bull gouge.
I need to find myself some 62 ash. I don't know, Mark. I think it's even money. Having seen Jamie turning something at pace recently.
He actually, what Jamie did, he foolishly had the ball blank on a worm screw and had difficulty getting it off the worm screw to change it round. So we're actually just waiting for Jamie to get a forcing a bit so he can just drill into the top of the blank the same as I do. And then we'll be having a go. I mean, even when Jamie had problems with the worm screw, he still did it in what was it about 2 minutes 50 odd?
No,
2:50.
no, it's less than 2 minutes.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
No, it was two.
No, it wasn't.
Hold on, I've got them wrote down here.
Yeah,
I've got
that was
wrote down here somewhere.
290 something, wasn't it?
It was 2 minutes 50 odd.
Yeah, I think 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes 53. I think. And you've got about a 10-second fumble getting that worm screw out.
And I took a final pass, which I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, you did that on the outside and the inside.
Yeah.
So I kept going. Just forget it, Jamie. You're not trying to make it nice. Just get it done. It's difficult though when you get in the zone with it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's take that edge off.
And I was using lignin vitae as well.
Yeah. Hey, and he said right before, he goes, I'm not going to put fresh carbides on. I better give him a chance.
Now, what did I use first? Elm, wasn't it? Was the one I practiced on.
I think
Yeah.
it was, yes.
Woodworker Learner's just said it'd take him a week. Now it'll take you a week. But just keep going. In a few thousand years, you'll be as fast as Wayne.
Now the thing is, right? The thing is, it really doesn't matter about what speed you turn. It's about enjoying doing the turn. And the speed thing that I had with Mark was just a bit of a laugh. The one I'm going to be doing with Jamie, that's just for a bit of a laugh. You don't have to turn quick
Speak for yourself.
to enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, but I'm not turning quick. This is my normal speed.
That's quick for everybody else, Wayne.
Yeah. But the way to keep a hobby fun is to just challenge yourself.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Robert Laps is in. He says, afternoon, folks.
Hi, Bob. Get the Yorkshire grit on again. I'm nearly getting down to having to open a new tin. Turn the speed down. I usually do the initial Yorkshire grit at around about 250 RPM. If you've got one of the lathes where you have to change the pulley by hand, or if you've got a lathe that's got the Reeves drive on, certainly with the Reeves drive, you're probably going to have a low speed of around about 500. If that's the low speed you've got, that's what you use for the initial putting on of the Yorkshire grit. Spend a good couple of minutes at this stage. Yes, Jamie.
Brian says, slow and right beats fast and wrong. Fast and right beats everything. So
it's all about practice. And it's tell you the truth, it's all about being lucky as well. But what you tend to find is the more you practice, the luckier you get.
It's not skill, it's luck.
Yeah, but like I say, the more you practice, the luckier you get.
Yeah.
True. So there's a link in the chat for Scott's Live, who's up next after Wayne. Or you can go to virtuallycrafty.com and that will take you to the running playlist.
Did I put a link to the playlist in the description on this one or not?
Yes, you did, mate. Yes. Or down in the description, you can go to the Virtually Crafty playlist down there. But also down there is a Buy Me a Coffee link to support Wayne, which is actually buy him a wine, which is actually buy him tech stuff for the workshop, and some stuff, other stuff like finishes, Abranet, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Help support the channel.
Yeah,
so,
everything through
the Thompson's out in the chat, which is also Jake's birthday today. The birthday boy is out in the chat. Jake will be on tonight. Jake will be on tonight at midnight UK time doing resin casting and resin casting accessories.
Happy birthday, Jake!
Happy birthday, pal.
If he gets over a certain amount of viewers tonight, I happen to know there's a nice little sum in there for people. So make sure you invite all your friends over there. And if we get over a certain amount of viewers, there'll be a nice little gift for people.
I'm going to jump off in 5 minutes, guys, because I'm earworming for Scott.
No bother,
no worries. No worries.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Here we are. We're just about done anyway.
So the answer to the question earlier, would you be finished by past? Not quite.
Not quite, no.
10 to.
Yeah.
Change camera. Get all the shavings off my mouse mat. Right, where are? There we are.
Ooh. Very nice, mate. Very, very nice. It's a lovely blade.
Hope you can see the texturing on there.
Yes.
On there still.
Just a lovely shape, that, mate.
Brian says, when hard work meets opportunity, luck happens.
Absolutely.
Totally agree, mate.
Oh, excuse me a minute.
He said, Brian also says, nice bowl, Wayne, good job.
Cheers, mate.
A woodwork learner says, after a lot of turning, sat on a stool as he can't stand for long without wobbling. Mark says, lovely bowl. Amy says, beautiful work, Wayne.
Thanks,
Colin
guys.
says very nice.
There we are. So it's about 7-inch, I think, diameter.
Gates giving you a thumbs up. Woodwork Learner says lovely bit of work, Wayne. 50 VG says very nice bowl.
Yeah, 7¼ diameter by 5 inches deep. There you go.
Nice, mate.
Nice piece of elm
Nice.
that I got a bit of character on that side.
That's lovely.
So thank you very much to Dale for providing me with the wood, and thanks very much to Jamie for giving me another opportunity.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Right then. Okay, 12:51. This will give people a chance to have a toilet break, go and make a coffee before Scott comes on. I'm going to hit the button, and I will no doubt see people during the day in other people's lives. Oh, hang on, we'll bring the guys in. There we are. So, and it's goodbye from them, and it's
And it's
goodbye
goodbye
me.
from him.
Bye, everybody.